We'll start by having you guys introduce yourselves and what you guys do in the band.
My name's Alex. Hi.
And I'm Sam. Yep. Okay, it's on now. I play bass.
I play singer.
Hi, my name's Lily. I'm from Larkin High School, and where did you guys make up the logo? Cause like when I first saw you guys, I noticed the logo first. I really wanted a hoodie, so I got one the first time I saw you.
We have a friend who lives in Japan, who's from New Zealand, who's a graphic designer, and completely unrelated to our band, he concocted this logo, and he sent pictures of the show that he did in Japan at like a gallery, and there was a whole wall of these, and I was like, wow, the more there are, the better it looks. It's a good logo idea. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Emily
Hi.
from Columbia College, Chicago. Does having one song that you're extremely well known for, do you think that helps your cred as a band, or do you think it, well, not helps your cred, but helps get your name out there, or do you think it hurts because do you ever feel like people are just waiting for one song in your whole set?
I've never thought of it that way, like the second half of the question. If that was a question? It was a question. But I think it just gave us an opportunity to continue with the band, which is a passion of ours, without having to get jobs. And it gave us some money to live on while we made this record for the last forever, 4 years. Other than that, I think like that song, California doesn't really belong to us anymore. It's just like singing a karaoke song that people really like to hear. I have no problem with karaoke. I love karaoke. Does that answer your question?
Oh yeah, I love karaoke.
But I think it's not our song anymore. It's like a bar song or something that people sing at sporting events or something. I don't know. So when we get a chance to do it, it gives us even kind of a break from our own set, our own songs.
Alright, thank you.
Again.
Yeah. Has changing labels like sometimes like made your fan base larger or smaller?
That's a good question. I think moving to an indie label has given us more power, but while giving us less like advertising. For instance, a major label can put up billboards, can put ads in magazines, sort of within their budget and means to do so. The band ends up paying for it in the end, regardless if it works or not. But being on an indie label, there's sort of it's more grassroots. I don't know if that's an industry term. It's not supposed to sound like an industry term. But being on an indie label, the promotion of your band is in your own hands pretty much, which I think is good. And I think you might reach fewer people immediately. I think in the long run, you reach people that genuinely care about your music. So I think it ends up making more fans in the end. But there's no end yet. We're figuring this out. This is our first record on an indie label.
And what inspires you like musically?
This is our first record on an indie label.
And what inspires you like musically?
I have this weird thing in my brain that is like a sandpaper siren that doesn't turn off unless I play music. And usually just me playing the guitar is exciting enough for me to write something on it. But as far as inspiration is concerned, I think anything that I feel strongly about emotionally usually helps with writing a song. Do you have anything to add to?
I was gonna say everything inspires us usually.
That's a tough, yeah. When you say everything, though, that's so ambiguous.
Well, yeah, that's true. Other music's a really good one for me personally. Just being an instrumentalist in the band, just like paying attention to what other instrumentalists and other bands are doing, and sort of molding them all together into your own style. So that's how I would approach bass playing.
Were you guys kind of prepared for the coming success
if we actually, I mean, everyone sort of seems to think that we had this crazy success because of it, but I think a good majority of people didn't even know it was our song for a long time. It never was really advertised on the show as being Phantom Planet, so I think it's taken a couple years for people to even know that it was our song. I can't tell you how many times we play that song, people are like, oh, that was a good cover.
And I'm like, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good cover.
Has that kind of hurt your guys' feelings at all, or is it just kind of
It's just funny. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I honestly, it was like top 10 single in the UK. But that's like when we read about it, it was like, oh cool. But there's no effect. It's just, it feels like we're just the band still. I don't know. Yeah, nothing's changed. No one's married models and living in 4-story mansions, which is what I would do if I had success.
It seems like you've been touring pretty much non-stop for the past, 6 months or so. I mean, obviously you've been touring non-stop your whole career, but especially I seem to see you on every single show lately. What's your favorite tour that you've been on recently?
The last three of all.
The last three have all been really, I mean, we're kind of in the middle of the third one right now, but both the Panic and the Disco and the Fairmont tours were really fun.
Yeah, we've made a considerable amount of friends with these bands, and I think that's kind of why we're still touring, is it's an opportunity for us to meet people. I didn't know meeting people was that easy. Just go on tours.
I think the Panic tour was particularly fun because it was the first time we shared a bus with the Hush Town.
Oh yeah.
And when you are that close to people that often, you get really, you get like that.
You get
You
feedback?
get feedback.
Alright, thank you.
Christy has another question, and she would like to know if you were planning on releasing a live performance DVD.
I would love to do that. I think we're doing a headlining tour in February, so maybe we could do one. We had our last one in Chicago, so maybe we should have our next one in Chicago.
We also had a random idea that whether it'll come true or not is to put together, you know, we do these acoustic shows all the time, is to put together the best acoustic song from each and put it all together as a copy of Raise the Dead and see if we can actually pull it out. But who knows if we can or not.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Would also like
Recording wise, you guys put out multiple albums. Do you guys learn anything going into the studio that you did wrong or you'd like to do better from the previous times?
I think there's a learning process that you go through when you record, but I think the best tip for making a record after one that you've already made is you go in completely open, as if you didn't learn anything, and just let it happen. Well, I mean, we like making different sounding records, so I guess that's probably the key element to it. But I think you don't stifle your creativity or anyone else's. You try not to compromise too much, and I think you just experiment.
Although I think the one thing I want to take away from the record we just made is that I think it took too long. And an important element to making a record is to make sure that you don't change who you are by the time you finish recording, because then you don't like the record you made. And I think we went through this several times where we recorded a song and we loved it, and then 6 months later we'd listen to it and we didn't like it anymore, so we re-recorded it, and then we go back and listen to the first one again and like realize that was better. And so I think that we should try and keep, or personally, I would like to try and keep the recording process to a shorter amount of time so that you can't really change your mind about it. It's sort of better to just record it how you think it should be and then put it out and record a whole nother set of record, like a whole nother record later on.
I think that's would be so much fun. That'd be great to do.
Because I mean, we recorded like 30 songs and then cut that down to 15 and you can lose your perspective a little bit if you take too much. You forget why you like the song in the first place, and then remember it when it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
We're streaming.
Go for it.
We're streaming live right now online on Stick'em, and one of your fans would like to say that they're very glad you did this, so that all the people who can't see this get to watch it.
Oh, hello. Oh, hey.
Oh,
Hello. Oh, hey. Well, they're actually really right there.
hi, and you're very welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to do this.